There is no contradiction. That's the first thing. Modesty doesn't mean I'm weak. And strong doesn't mean I am not modest. We need to redefine, honestly, and we need to make it clear, Islamically, what is modesty, right? So if I am soft-spoken, does that mean I'm weak? Or if I am loud, does that mean I'm strong? On the contrary, actually. If you're loud, most people will say, why she's shouting, right? Or why he is shouting, even for the same, for the both gender. So basically what modesty is, follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rules. Period. What did he say? Dress ABCD. Dress ABCD, right? And he said, for example, no khalwa between man and a woman in the workplace. No khalwa between man and woman. You have a meeting, leave the door open. Period. Right? لا تخضعن بالقول فيطمع الذي في قلبه مرض. Don't speak, not softly only, but in a way, suggestive way. Then the person, this is to the wives of Rasul. So the person who has a sick heart will feel the desire. This can be anybody. This could be me, this could be any man, this could be any person. So I need to, as a woman, I need to put these boundaries. The way I speak soft, I speak gentle, affirm, right? And I always make sure I have this, I call it private space. Private space around me, private space even in discussion, professional. Even if there is a time for a joke, there's a time for a joke, but even the joke is with haya. It's always the haya, it's خلق الإسلام. يعني الحياء والإيمان قرنا جميعا. الحياء is modesty, bashfulness. There is not a word to translate haya. Modesty, bashfulness, humbleness, right? And iman, faith, they're together. If one is left, the other will leave. That's hadith of Rasul. So I can be strong, absolutely. I can be assertive. I have my opinion. But at the same time, I am a Muslim woman. Once you define this Muslim woman clearly in your dress code, in your interaction, I can tell you from my own experience, people will respect you even more. Absolutely. And you will, which I found it really easy. There is a lot of things that you don't need to worry about because they're not going to do it.
That's true.
Right? They're not going to be this talk or that talk or, you know what? I mean, they may put their hand the first time because they didn't know. And you're just going to explain it in very easy way. Please forgive me, I can't do it. But done, khalas. Right? There's not going to be a physical contact. There's not going to be, let's go out, you know, the group and whatever. All these things you will be protected. The fact that you are a woman, a Muslim, obvious, conduct yourself as a Muslim woman, and at the same time, you're very professional, you're very good in your work, you pray, but I'm not going to pray for an hour and a half in work. 5-10 minutes in my break, and you have to be the model Allah wants you to be, especially women. And that also applies to men. Because what Allah tells me, you respect the oath, you respect the covenant, and the way I speak, I'm truthful. Oh, she's Muslim, she will never lie. That's how it should be. Alhamdulillah. Most of the scholars, they say the woman voice is not awra. Because how can Sayyidah Aisha teach the Sahaba that? Period. Simple. Behind, because Sayyidah Aisha was min wara'i hijab. Behind a curtain or a barrier, right? So the difference here is between opinion. And I'm not gonna say this brother is wrong, although the awra voice is and it's one of the weakest opinion, but some people say that, right? But in general, we need to learn to respect each other, right? The deen is wide, right? There is this and there is this. As long as it is within the boundaries that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put, the woman who conduct herself online or in public by the boundaries of Allah, wear niqab, doesn't wear niqab, that's also a different, right? If you do that, then just be open and says, you know what, this is your opinion. With all due respect, I disagree, this is my opinion, as long as both opinion within the boundaries. If any one of them, whether mine or his or her, is outside the boundary of Sharia, then I'm wrong. And I have to say I'm wrong and I need to change.
That's very true. I think it's important for us to actually have in mind what those boundaries are, especially when, not even just to choosing in the workplace, but when we're choosing a degree or when we're going to university, where are we going? What are we doing?
The boundaries doesn't matter between a Muslim man or a non-Muslim man. The boundaries is the boundaries of Allah. So whether I am in a university or I am in a masjid, right? My interaction with the opposite gender is the same, right? My interaction with the place is different because that's a place of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My feelings, my ta'zeem, my glorification is different. But when Allah put the boundaries and the talk to the wife of Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam, it was not a Muslim or a non-Muslim. He left it open. So I don't look at this as a Muslim and this is a non-Muslim. It's the same. Yeah. They are men. They are non my mahram. Then I need to, and I am a Muslim woman. At work, I'm a Muslim woman. At home, I'm a Muslim woman. In the street, I'm a Muslim woman. In the masjid, I'm a Muslim woman. I'm the same. It doesn't change. SubhanAllah.